basketball a game of giants. When he had to, he knew all the tricks.
Nobody can pass that ball through the heart of the lane. 6. You want to put on a show here.
Hey, we had a crazy week last week, LAKERLAND. God, my God. I really got to talk to the bosses, guys. I really got to talk to the damn bosses. What has gone on with the purple and gold? We got to talk about it, man. Episode 20. We in the building, boys and girls. Welcome back to LAKERLAND here on Player's Choice. I'm your host, moderator, as always, Seven Mitchell. I got the superstar in the building with me. Y'all see ZZ rocking now. ZZ, how you coming today, gang?
We chilling, man. Let's get into it. We got to talk about the Lakers, man. Good and bad. Good and bad.
There was some good.
Man.
There was some good. I hope you can find some in today's episode, man. We are 20 shows in, and I am just not feeling too bright today, man. So I hope you can help identify the good in the Lakers, man, because it's nasty work, bro. Nasty work. Alrighty, man. So we about to get into it, man. Shout out again to Lakers Nation. Big up to the NBA community as a whole. And of course, shout out to our Players Choice family. We got another one this Sunday afternoon, man. Real interesting show here today on episode 20. We got to talk about Weezy F Baby. He is so disrespectful, man. We got to talk about Lil Wayne, how he plays Laker GM. We also going to chop it up about week 2, give our takeaways between the Lakers performances. Also, main topic of today, we got to get into the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. We're going to talk about motivation and mindset when it comes to Kobe. And of course, y'all know it is Sunday, so it's open court. Y'all know how we rocking here on LAKERLAND. So you guys buckle up, bring your debates with you, and we definitely going to have an unbelievable classic show. So, ZZ, you ready to get things started, bro? Because, I got to talk to the bosses. I don't know what's going on.
So, let's talk about LeBron's little quote that he had. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that for a lot of reasons. One, well, not that many reasons, but just one, because LeBron, let me see if I can pull it up. LeBron said to each and every single one of y'all, he said to all the naysayers and basketball savants that don't know nothing about basketball and telling me I should have shot that shot in Miami instead of passing to Cam Reddish. We talked about that on Tuesday. You remember, Seven? Well, I did the same thing tonight because I trust my teammate. That came from Seven's Pookie Wookie Bear, LeBron James. Now, here's my thing, right? If you look at the play that LeBron is talking about, it was when they were down, I believe, 115 to 113, about like a minute and 10 to go in that Suns game. And, Bron was in a little double team action, thanks to his former coach, Frank Vogel's defensive scheme. He wasn't really in a double team action, though, actually. He just got past KD and kicked it to the corner, and Cam Reddish was wide open. And it put him up, 5 late in the game. Instead of what happened in Miami, where it was a last-second shot to win the game, and LeBron passed it to the corner to an open Cam Reddish, and he missed. Completely different scenarios. One, they were already up 2, and he was wide open, and it's a different scenario than it is when the game is on the line. It's a different type of pressure. But whatever LeBron James says is correct because he is LeBron James. So I'm not going to question my precious king.
See, I don't like the way you do this, though, because in your correctness, in your totality, it seems like you still like to throw shade at LeBron. When we all know he makes the right play 9 times out of 10. Some will argue 10 times out of 10. It's just sad that time and time again, this thing is like deja vu, where we always see LeBron James at the end of a game kick it out to a wide open player, and these guys are not able to execute, and LeBron James gets the blame. But if these guys was to make the shot, they get the credit. But we're going to talk about this Phoenix Suns game and so much more because, like I said, man, week 2 of the Lakers this season, bro, it's been nasty work, bro. It has truly been nasty work. Before we get started, man, let's reach out to Lakerland. Let's reach out to the live chat. Let's see who is in the building this Sunday. We got the big homie Irvin K. Irvin in the building. Irvin, appreciate you, man. Welcome back to Lakerland. We got the girl Trina joining us this Sunday afternoon. Trina, what you on, gang? You already know what time it is, man. It's about that time for the purple and gold to rock out. So, bro, let's get things started with Lil Wayne. I got to talk to the bosses about Lil Wayne. Did you guys see what Lil Wayne had to say on Undisputed about Anthony Davis? So it looks like Lil Wayne is playing GM for the Lakers. He went on Undisputed last week and said, if the Lakers want to be a championship team, they have to get rid of Anthony Davis. If the Lakers want to be a championship team, they'll have to get rid of Anthony Davis. Now, currently, AD is one of the top 5 defenders in the league, looking to get a Defensive Player of the Year award. Most will say that Anthony Davis is having a pretty substantial year for a start. He did get hurt, but just overall, he seems to be doing well. What's your reaction, bro, to Lil Wayne saying that the Lakers need to shop AD to win a chip?
First off, let me just preface by saying Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper of all time. All right. So, favorite rapper of all time. However, when I have examined Lil Wayne's basketball analysis from time to time, I think back into the history books. He once called Luka Doncic a hoe. And Luka proceeded to absolutely mollywop the Phoenix Suns. So that was the most recent, Lil Wayne quote that didn't really age so well. This one, I'm looking at it and I'm trying my hardest to see where his, thinking is, because he's thinking, if you trade Anthony Davis away, and I think I remember him saying in the show, I think he said something along the lines of AD's like consistency was his issue, which for a lot of Laker fans has been a common issue that they found in Anthony Davis, right? But for me, when I look at the season so far, I'm like, okay, he's averaging, I believe, 23, 12, 3 blocks, 54% from the field, like 42% from 3, even though he takes less than 1 a game, like literally 0.9. So that's not really anything. But 90% from the free throw line is. So I'm looking at him and I'm saying he's having a solid season so far. As a matter of fact, when we were talking on Tuesday, I said that there was nothing more that LeBron and Anthony Davis could do.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? In their losses that they've taken. It's been more about the acquisitions and their lack of help that they're giving the 2 franchise stars. So once again, I say all that to say, I don't know what the hell Wayne's on right now. I don't know what he's smoking. I don't know what it is, but I don't really think that Anthony Davis should be traded. I don't think there's anything that has shown me throughout the start of this season. Yes, he got hurt, but I mean, shit, if he's playing through hip spasms, you got to give him credit for playing through it. I mean, damn. So it's like, I don't think Anthony Davis has given any reason through his 8 games that he's played so far to be traded. I think D'Lo's given reasons. I think D'Lo's given more reasons than Anthony Davis has, but whatever.
Austin Reeves too. I mean, if you want to be honest, AR-15 has been kind of roller coaster. We're going to talk about all of that though.
I'll give him a pass. He just got paid. He's trying to figure out if he's going to make more of an impact off the bench or in the starting lineup, even though he came off the bench and he got 36 minutes, which was more than I think D'Lo and Cam Reddish in the starting lineup. So like he's still getting starter minutes. He's just slowly having to, figure out, how to be consistently a good shooter. But sub 30% from 3 is not cutting it. I don't give a damn.
Look, and I like Lil Wayne. You love Wayne. I like Wayne. And I'm not going to sit up here and play Lil Wayne like he doesn't know the game of basketball. But I'm just wondering, has he been hanging around Skip Bayless that long that he doesn't even see what's in front of him? Like, even if you got a problem with Anthony Davis, and I'm going to admit, I've campaigned at times for the Lakers to probably part ways with AD. But at this point in the game, bro, who are you going to get that's going to be able to substitute that, that or plug in that hole once he's gone? There's no big men out there that play two-way basketball that's even available for Anthony Davis. So it's just like you're definitely going into rebuilding mode if you make that move. No, I'm not saying AD is the type of guy that's going to have to lead the Lakers. I still think this team is led behind LeBron. But to get rid of Anthony Davis now, and you really don't have nothing in return to look forward to, is just ridiculous. And I just don't understand the angle of what Lil Wayne is really coming from unless he's just got that Skip Bayless energy and, throwing shots at LeBron, hating on his legacy.
I mean, yeah, true to an extent, but I think that the fact that he thinks that Anthony Davis of all Lakers needs to be traded is just like that's the wildest thing to me. I don't understand. And exactly that point too. You brought that up last episode. Braun's the only one that could technically get moved at this point when you factor in all of the acquisitions that they've had and the signings that they've had and all that. Here we go. Perfect.
Well, let's look at some potential trade pieces when you talk about value of the Lakers. You have Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura eligible as of mid-January. Now, both of these guys, I wouldn't call them untouchable, but I think going into this season, everybody felt like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, because these guys just signed deals. They were going to be a long-term impact for what the Lakers had as far as constructed. And you look at D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent, these guys are trade eligible in mid-December. These guys have been inconsistent, bro. I know it's a small sample size of games. We're only about 10 games in. But when you look at who really could be shot, does any of these names kind of stand out to you?
The one with the apostrophe in it, D'Angelo Russell. I said that before the season started. Sorry. Y'all were high on D'Lo. I understand being high on D'Lo. I'm not like completely low on him. Like I think that he's just terrible. I just think that he struggled to figure out what his role is when playing alongside a superstar, especially for the Los Angeles Lakers, even dating back to when he was a rookie and he was playing with Kobe Bryant. Like, he didn't know what his role was. Granted, Kobe was on his, latter half of his career on his way out the door,
Right.
but everything still revolved around Kobe back then, to the point where D'Lo was just looked at as this kid that was on the same team as Kobe, who didn't have a mentality close to Kobe Bryant, especially when it came to winning basketball games, let alone,
True.
So I'm saying, like, and then he goes and he's playing alongside LeBron, and we already know what it is when you're playing on the LeBron James team, the amount of Hall of Famers that have been on LeBron's team throughout his career. Those guys, not everybody is completely untouchable, and there's instances, especially when it comes to guys who are more so role player-esque, like a D'Angelo Russell. If you don't fulfill your role, you're useless to not only LeBron, but the organization, because you're not as impactful as LeBron. You're not as impactful as Anthony Davis. Hell, you're not as impactful as Austin Reeves. You're not as impactful as Rui Hachimura's defense or Vando's defense. Like, so then you start breaking it down, and if you're the general manager and you're sitting there saying D'Angelo Russell's name is on the chopping block, you start picking apart things and you say to yourself, okay, if he isn't doing this, what is he doing? If he's not shooting efficiently, what is he doing? If he's not facilitating, what is he doing? He's not playing defense. He's not, and clearly pull up you still got the graphic of LeBron's plus minus when he's on the floor and off the floor. Pull that shit up, because once again, D'Angelo Russell's role should be to lead the second unit as a point guard, as a distributor, or to at least be able to lead the unit on the floor in the absence of a 47-year-old LeBron James. But that's neither here nor there. So if there's anybody on that list that is completely, probably, most likely to be moved, it would be D'Lo first and maybe Gabe Vincent second. Austin Reeves is going to be fine. That's LeBron's boy. He ain't going nowhere. It's like
I like how
like
you
puppy.
like the. Now I love how you're giving Austin Reeves a pass. And let's be honest, Austin Reeves may be the most disappointing piece so far when you look at expectation. And I think that's partially because he played that basketball over the summer, but we'll talk about that later. I hate to talk about trades so early when we talk about this particular Lakers, because we haven't even seen their full potential. Like, we just went out on a basketball court last week with an 8-man rotation. We still have yet to see what the Lakers have at full force. So, you always at the end of the day want to give your guys a shot. But right now, the Lakers are what? 4-5 on the year. They've lost 3 out of their last 4 games versus the Miami Heat, the Orlando Magic, the Houston Rockets. All those games have been on the road. Like this past week has just been kind of atrocious. I'm glad we was able to pull the win out in Phoenix. But when you talk about trading players right now, it's not going well. But I don't want to speak on trades so quickly when we haven't even got to maximize what we have as a roster. You feel me?
I feel you on that. That's why I'm not saying trade D'Lo now. I'm saying that if push comes to shove and shit doesn't get fixed from now until January, the first person that might be gone is D'Lo in a package for someone, because that graphic was looking for a third star. And this is obviously assuming that guys like Austin Reeves haven't picked it up by then to be the third star or the third option or however you want to call it. So I said in the last show, don't panic. Don't panic. Just wait till you get Vando there so you can see what your options are. I think Vando's minutes are going to be limited, not just because he's going to be coming back from injury, but because he is somewhat of a liability on offense. Great defender, phenomenal defender, but they're not going to be able to utilize him as well in a lineup, especially for scoring if they need a late game bucket or anything like that. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait to see what Darvin Ham can really cook up once he has every single piece, and then we will know if he's a terrorist or not.
Now, let's talk about LeBron James real quick. Right now he's leading the team in scoring, surprisingly enough, averaging just over 25 points a game. He's also averaging about 35 minutes per game. He's shooting about 58% from the field.
Solid.
What's your thoughts right now about LeBron James, how he's carrying this team, and most importantly, I guess my question to you, are the Lakers right now, ZZ, being too reliant on LeBron James?
Yeah. We're how many games in? Was it 4 and 5? 9?
Yeah.
There should be think about this in your head. You have a player in his 21st year, and he's on a team that is projected to be at least a playoff contending team going into the season, right?
Yep.
And he's playing the most minutes of everyone else on the roster. We're only 9 games in, but tell me, Lakerland chat, do y'all think that's a recipe for success or disaster?
Is definitely disaster, bro, because they created this new roster. Like, this is not the same team from last year.
Right.
So you would think by default the new team would definitely help orchestrate the minutes and stuff like that the main guys got to play. Him and AD still at the top of the food chain when we talk about minutes played, and they are not blowing teams out. Like, they are struggling to get these wins. So it goes to show that LeBron and them got to put their foot on the gas even to get these close wins.
Mm-hmm. And I
think we lost ZZ for a quick second. ZZ, you still with us, or
I'm back.
I think we might have lost him. Okay.
I'm back. I said before the end of the last show that they had better beat Houston, and they did not. They lost by 34. So in moments like that, I don't know whether to applaud Houston or to really have a hard look at Los Angeles and be like, yo, what's going on? Like, LeBron, even though Dylan Brooks had 5 points, I was about to say if Dylan Brooks cooks them in a 34-point win, that's crazy. But that point right there, he will run out of steam. LeBron James should not still be the best player on this roster. It should be AD, bro. That's what it's supposed to be, but it is not. It is in fact not, which is, I don't know if it's more of a testament to LeBron's greatness or a detriment to Anthony Davis's tenure with LA, because that's what it was supposed to be from the start, and it's not. We can't they're milking the hell out of LeBron. LeBron is basically their cash cow, and they are milking the hell out of our precious cow. It is insane. That's an old ass cow, but that's still the best cow in the damn field. It don't make no damn sense. It genuinely doesn't.
It just disappoints me again because we've read this book before, number one. And number two, I'm going to be the first to hold Darvin Ham accountable, because a lot of those losses that we saw last week was due to effort. Look at the poor effort that the Lakers put up against Orlando. Look at the poor effort that they put up versus Houston. Like, as a head coach, you're responsible for making sure that your guys are, understand the moment. So I'm putting that on Darvin Ham in a sense. But then again, we're so short manned, especially around the perimeter. You can't really blame Darvin Ham so much because he don't have that much to work with. But we're almost 10
True.
games in, bro. We're playing under 500 basketball. How surprised are you that the Lakers are playing under 500 now that we have about two handful of games in the regular season?
Surprised? I'm
Uh,
slightly more surprised than I expected to be. I'll say that because, like, chemistry doesn't really seem like it's the issue when Austin Reeves is shooting less than 32% from three. So, you know, and as a coach, you're supposed to make these adjustments. He said that Austin Reeves did not get a demotion. It was just a realignment for the starting lineup. They're trying to see what works best. And honestly, I'm a fan of the move. Let Austin Reeves come off the bench. All he's missing out on is a starting lineup introduction. That's it. He can still cook. He's still getting above 30 minutes a night. He's still getting starter minutes, and he gets to run with a unit that allows him to cook in his own way. And he can also low-key facilitate pretty well. He at least knows how to get guys in their right spots when he's driving in and looking for, a patented, mid-range pull-up or something like that. He just knows the game. Hustler. Great fit for this team. So you're going to wait for him to kind of get his motion a little bit more and more for in terms of efficiency. And then, like you said, we haven't seen him at full strength. So it's like when we're looking at guys like Gabe Vincent, who got hurt in the first game of the year, second game of the year, like he went down pretty early and then had to, pick up the pieces after that, try to find his, rhythm on this team and things. So it takes time. Rhythm and stuff takes time. Or Darvin Ham is a terrorist. Y'all tell me. But come on now. We don't it's hard with this team. There's a lot of factors as to why they're 4-5, I feel like. And a
It's a
lot of
it's a it's a ton of elements that you can kind of break down on why the Lakers are playing so bad. But the biggest concern is, how do they get fixed? You understand what I'm
gotta
saying?
get
Like, this
healthy.
is not a situation where as though you can just snap your fingers. You talk about availability, the injury report. We're still banged up. You got Vanderbilt that's still out. Vander is still out. Gabe Vincent, he won't be reevaluated again for at least another week. LeBron James is actually day to day. Anthony Davis is day to day. You still got Jalen Hood Shafino, that's currently out. Jackson Hayes, he's day to day with his left ankle sprain. So the Lakers, you got, so in my opinion, poor coaching as far as X's and O's. You have poor shooting, and you don't have availability. And it's just, honestly, bro, it has been a nightmare so far, and it doesn't get any easier. When you look at the Lakers schedule, if I'm not mistaken, bro, they have to make up some ground. 6 of their next 7 games are at home. So that's a good thing. The Lakers probably could, catch up some ground. Your Golden State Warriors is leading the Pacific, even though they've lost 2 in a row. The Lakers, I think, is currently a game and a half back. But LA, they do have 6 of their next 7 games at home. But then after that, their next 12 games after that, 10 of those 12 is on the road. So they go on a couple different road trips. The Lakers need to get these wins now, because you remember last year, even though they made it to the playoffs, this, that, and the third, those early losses to teams that they should have beat came back to haunt them.
Yeah.
When you talk about the standings and stuff like that. And I don't want to see them have to go through that fighting for pole position at the end. These wins, these games versus Orlando and the Rockets and, Portland tonight, you got to find a way to get the W. And I don't expect LeBron to play tonight either.
Yeah, that's another thing too. But that was something that I talked about going into the season, was when I don't, and this is kind of like a subtopic, but when we were talking about the best duos in the league and we had the open panel, and a few of the members, I think including you, but the way that some of y'all had LeBron and AD number 1. And I said,
I did.
I cannot put them number 1 in as the best duo when one of them is constantly memed for being a day-to-day street clothes merchant, Anthony Davis. Not to mention the fact that when he is healthy, he's also inconsistent. Where you have LeBron in this mix is LeBron's going to give you what LeBron's going to give you on a consistent basis. If LeBron's playing like shit, he might still walk away with a triple-double just because he can. Like, that's how good LeBron is, right? But at the same time, we're talking right now about LeBron James and his minutes, how he's playing too many minutes, and how that is not substantial for the rest of, oh God, for the rest of the season, especially in the latter half of the season. So I still look at LeBron and AD as a top 5 duo. I just don't put them in the top 3 because at the end of the day, one of them has two of the worst problems you could possibly have. Being inconsistent when you're healthy and staying fucking healthy. Like, that is just wild to me.
Right.
And we're seeing the proof of the pudding. Phoenix, in the Phoenix game. You remember in the preseason where they matched up and Anthony Davis had like 5 blocks in the first quarter on Yusuf Nurkic, absolutely just destroyed him.
Dominating.
It wasn't even a contest. So going into that Phoenix game, I was sitting here thinking, I didn't place a bet, thank God. But I was thinking before the game, I was like, I should have put a bet in on AD. I think he about to cook Yusuf Nurkic. Like, why wouldn't he? Like, it's Yusuf Nurkic. He ain't gonna stop AD. AD was 5 of 14. I think he 5 of 14. And just, I think he had like maybe 10 boards. He might have had 10 boards. 1 block. Yusuf Nurkic had 14, 9, and 7. And 54% from the, I mean, AD had most of his points from the free throw line. He went 8 for 8, which is great. But Yusuf Nurkic, for the most part, had a better game than Anthony Davis did. Those are the point. This is what I'm talking about. In moments like this, granted, the Lakers still pulled out the win. Fantastic. But imagine if Anthony Davis was playing like the Anthony Davis foot that he did in the preseason. That game wouldn't have been close. They would have mopped the floor with them, respectfully.
True.
Because you have LeBron and AD at full strength. That was good enough to win a damn championship together throughout an entire playoff run, to the point where people didn't even know who should have won Finals MVP. People said it was LeBron, but I was sitting there saying AD had a solid case for that Finals MVP too because of how great both of them were playing throughout that postseason run. So once again, that's the problem with AD, is that when he's healthy, the consistency is an issue, or he's not healthy. And you put the Lakers in a situation where if LeBron James, the 54-year-old, gets hurt or has a groin strain or something that's going to potentially take him out from game to game, it'd be nice to have Anthony Davis as his replacement. If LeBron has to sit out, it would be wonderful, right? We saw what he did in December last year. But once again, now you have a situation where it's either LeBron and AD are both day-to-day. That's not good for the Lakers. Who's going to step up now? Austin Reeves and Christian Wood? Like, I don't know if that's a recipe for success. I don't know. That just bugs me.
Very interesting week, man. Lakerland, y'all let us know, looking back at this second week, let us know in the live chat, what is the biggest thing that the Lakers need to fix moving forward? What is the easiest thing that Darvin Ham and the Lakers can fix? Y'all let us know in the live chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Welcome back to Lakerland, man. 7 is easy. We in the building, man. Episode 20 here on Players Choice, man. If you guys are new to the Players Choice platform, make sure you guys subscribe. Also, join the membership. Become a family member here at Players Choice. We definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys for pulling up at Lakerland this Sunday afternoon. Just a quick reminder, we are live here at Lakerland every Tuesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, as well as every Sunday, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Y'all know how we do. The Lakers got the Blazers later on tonight, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Do you have a problem, ZZ, with LeBron reaching the 5,000 career turnover mark last week as he, I think he reached that playing the Phoenix Suns? Do you like hold him at fault for that?
I mean, like, he did it, so yeah, but it's like, I don't look at LeBron James in his turnovers in the same light that I do Russell Westbrook and his turnovers. Like, Westbrook makes a lot of boneheaded turnovers. LeBron doesn't really make a lot of boneheaded turnovers. And when you consider the fact that LeBron has played 21 years and you consider the fact that he's the all-time leading scorer and he's top 5 in this category, a top 5 in that category, it doesn't really surprise me. You know what I'm saying? A 21-year career that we've never seen before from one man who's in top 5 conversations for a lot of all-time lists doesn't really surprise me. He's also known as a pass-first player. Like, that was how he was looked at when, at least when he walked into the league, is like he likes to get his teammates involved. So, you know, that's just LeBron's game. He hasn't changed it. You know, yeah, 5,000 is wild, but when you play 21 years at a high level, it's not that surprising at the end of the day, if you know what I mean. So, what you think?
I'm like, salute to Church High. Church High. This comment was funny. I'm sorry. I saw this. I thought this was funny. Church High said Lakerland, the only show on PC with 2 L's. That's pretty creative, Church High. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. It's pretty funny. Yo, they just be killing me, bro, in the live chat, man. Salute to all the supporters. Man. Listen. I really don't know what to say, man. Because again, there's no easy fix. And what I watched last week in its totality was poor effort, you know, and you got to blame the coach to a fault. But he doesn't have a full plate to really work with. So really, what can you do? But there has to be some immediate change. There has to be some type of fix. I don't have a problem with LeBron James reaching this 5,000 career turnover plateau, because more times than not, he makes the right decision than the wrong decision. And we know his usage rate is high. So, I mean, it just comes with the territory. I will highlight, though, because a lot of people was laughing at this, Kobe Bryant is right behind LeBron. Like, let's not get it twisted. Kobe Bryant is like, I think, 3rd or 4th all time as far as turnovers. So, you know, we're going to be talking about Kobe a little bit later here on Lakerland. But yeah, Kobe was right behind him. And, you know, we know how great Kobe was. So I don't really hold it against LeBron. And when we having a debate about the greatest, I'm not going to say, oh, well, he had 5,000 career turnovers. He's not good enough now. I wouldn't hold that against him.
Yeah. It's like you got to contextualize that. That's one of them stats you really got to contextualize. Just like the myth that Kobe never passed the ball, when I believe he had the most assists as for a Laker career over Magic Johnson. He was number 1 on that list. So it's like he never passed, but he passed. Sorry, like, but he didn't pass the bombs. There was a difference.
So you think it was a myth that Kobe was a ball hawk?
No. I don't think that it was necessarily a myth. I think that people don't bring in the context around it, and they just believe that Kobe never passed the ball. That's a myth. That in itself is a myth. But Kobe definitely had ball hog moments. Once again, when you're playing with Smush Parker and Kwame Brown, wouldn't you? But whatever. But Kobe had moments, especially when he was younger, where, you know, his selfishness was to a fault, because Kobe wanted people to work as hard as him. He's that Jimmy Butler complex, where he can pull up to practice and cook the starters with the 3rd stringers. But it's all because Jimmy wants everybody to play at his mentality, which I think we'll probably touch on. But yeah, in terms of people say that he never passed the ball, no, that's not true. That's not true at all. If he trusted you, he passed you the ball. Look at that play with Pau Gasol, where he's like, Kobe's like, oh yeah, you work hard. You work as hard as me. You want to win this championship just as bad as me. Yeah, sure. I'll give you that motherfucker. But we'll see.
All right, Lakerland. It's going down, man. We just about to get into halftime of the show. I'm about to drop the link in the chat if you guys want to come up and give us your thoughts on week 2 of the Lakers, what you guys took away from these last week games, as well as what your thoughts is on Lil Wayne comments about the Lakers needing to trade AD to another team to be successful. Y'all guys can come up here for a couple of minutes and give you guys your reactions. Let me bring up Uncle Don, and Bit is in the building. Fellas, give me 1 second.
Hey.
I'll bring you fellas up.
What's
going on, fellas?
None. I had a little disagreement with Zizzy, but you know
Talk your shit, fellas. Talk your shit.
I just felt like when you came with the LeBron and AD situation, It is what it is. Like if a person is unstoppable, as in like LeBron, like you can't stop him from playing playing game of basketball. He played basketball. To compare AD to him, to say he has to be better, or he got to play better. It's AD is not. You can't try to get AD to be motivated by comparing him to LeBron. Like that's impossible. They got to play the way
When
each
did I
other. They
compare
got to
him to
play
LeBron?
together. To me, they just got to play
You talking
together.
about as a duo? You talking about as a duo?
Yes, like Scott, you know, Michael Jordan was way better than Scottie Pippen, but still, Scottie Pippen was a good player. You feel me? He was just a supporting cast. It's like having a supporting cast member in your acting career. Like you gotta give it to the person that's helping you with your delivery. You feel me? AD proved it in 1 year. You feel me? He proved that he could play the game of basketball and win a championship. I give AD that. I give him props. I can't take nothing from him. He's like the I guess the second or third best big man, I say, right now. Ain't nobody.
Right.
You feel me? Everybody's him and Bam is fighting for a spot. You feel me? To me, like AD still got something to prove, and I like that I like that he came in the season as to tell himself, yo, I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta play 82 games. You feel me? He only missed one game.
Yeah.
Okay. He doing good so far to me. I ain't gonna hold him.
I agree. I don't think people. I think people are not giving AD enough credit this year.
They screwing him from last year. They not screwing him for this year.
And this year, like I said, I looked at the numbers like right before the show. I was like 23, 12, 54% from the field, 90% from free throw.
Yeah.
Like there's 3 blocks to match. There's no errors in his game so far. And when we look back at the some of the games that they lost, I want to say it was that Magic game 7 we were looking at. But I was like, even in that game alone, him and Braun were still cooking. It was the other pieces that weren't. Everybody on Orlando was cooking as a team.
The whole
They were
problem
all
with
getting
the
in
whole
there.
season. The others are not stepping up. We just need
Right.
Bryant and AD gonna do what they gonna do. I think we overblowing this. Brian gonna get burnt out. Brian been playing 35 minutes his whole career. This ain't
It's not new to him. He used to it.
LeBron is gonna play 35 minutes a game. It's just gonna be dependent on if the others step up. Only reason we seen LeBron put up 30 plus, 25 plus is because the others not hitting shots. Brian got to turn up, and he got to turn into the mid-range demon for a few games. You feel me?
That's a fact.
LeBron gonna do what he gonna do, man. We just need what Cam Reddish did the other night.
Uncle Don, let me ask you though, bro. Outside,
say that again. He froze.
Uncle Don.
Yeah, say that again.
What's the biggest or what's the quickest fix for the Lakers? What's the first thing the Lakers need to do to fix what's going on with them?
It's not so much fixing, it's just adjusting. Like the players, I mean, it's the beginning. First of all, it's the beginning of the season where the new players that came in that they acquired, they have to get used to playing with each other. And the bench, it takes a while for a bench to develop a set of plays throughout a season where they could be comfortable enough to be shooting. Like Cam Reddish is good. It's good that they start Cam Reddish now. Cam Reddish do got to get into the mix of playing with LeBron. He is the very new required player of the Lakers. You feel me? It's not like they got the same players from last year, like Shooter or something that's used to them. You feel me? They got new pieces. That's what you gotta do. Adjust your bench. When I play my fantasy on football, I don't really mess with my starting lineup. But I start.
I'm gonna swipe you down for a second, bro, so I can bring somebody else up. I'll bring you back up for our next for another topic though. Let me swipe. I gotta bring Hank up a bit. Give me your thoughts, bro, real quick on what should be the quickest fix for the Lakers before we move on to our next segment.
The quickest fix would be get fully healthy. But shit, I think it's what Darvin Hemp did last night. Just switch up the lineup. But I think he need to play big. Move Hayes to the 5. Start Hayes at the 5. Put 80 at the 4 and LeBron at the 3. We gotta move them positions down because them playing. I agree with OG. I think you be saying the 7. We can't keep running Brian and AD at the 4 and the 5. AD done got hurt already.
Can't, bro.
He playing too many minutes at the 5. The man hit finna down fall off because he trying to guard at Bam. He gotta rotate coming off the screen. The Heat ran 1,000 screens for every shooter. Give and go every play. That's a lot of movement side to side for AD. You gotta start Hayes at the 5, run AD at the 4, and at the 3. That's what I think.
Yeah, man. Adjustments
I
is
agree with
definitely a must. It's sad that we still talking about starting lineups and we 10 games into the season and we still talking about that.
Hey, everybody
I
said
think it's
Darvin Ham was
crazy.
going to terrorize the season.
that.
Bit, I'm gonna bring you right back up when we get into our next topic. Uncle Don, I'm gonna bring you up as well when we get into our next panel topic. Let me bring the homie Hank from Sports Game Vision to join us. Hank, what's up, brother?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man, we can hear you loud and clear, gang. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right.
I need your takeaways, bro, from the Lakers week 2. We had the loss versus Orlando, the loss versus Houston. You know, we got the win versus Phoenix in the in-game tournament. What was your takeaway from the week 2 of the Lakers, bro?
Disappointing in the loss to Houston. That was just terrible. But I knew it was going to be bad when AD didn't play. But I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But of course they recovered. They recovered in the next game with Phoenix. Like I said, we had a conversation. If AD played, I told you if AD played, they probably could win that game. And
Right.
was it Book didn't show up, so that was even better for them. So honestly, it's a solid week. They're 4-5, way better than last year. Today they gotta pull out this win against Portland, even up that record. But you know, I'm impressed. Not impressed, but I'm satisfied for right now for this week for the start of the season. It's early. We panicking as fans, but you know, overall okay week. Besides the blowout.
You bring up tonight versus the Trailblazers. This is a home game, and Portland, not only are they rebuilding, they also kind of banged up too. They kind of injured.
Yeah.
Do you expect LeBron to play tonight, or do you expect the Lakers to give LeBron a night off because he's been playing so many minutes, bro? Like, you would think ideally this would be the perfect game or the ideal game to give him some rest, but it doesn't seem like the Lakers can win without him. ZZ had brought up the plus minus, the differential when he's not on the court.
Right. They already got him listed for the ankle game time decision, I believe.
Yep.
So great chance for him to rest. Darvin, I'm sure, is looking at that. But AD got to play. If LeBron isn't going to be out, AD's got to be there to hold down the fort because they cannot have both of those guys out. I believe Portland can beat them if both of them are out. But if at least AD is in, LeBron can take some rest, and then I believe they can handle Portland with AD alone.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Because you got a
perfect team too. Perfect team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Somebody just said, "Let's go Ravens."
Yeah, you know we gotta keep me posted on my Ravens, man. We looking to get that Super Bowl, so you know I definitely have my eyes on that score. So shout out to Irvin, keeping me posted for sure.
Shout out Lamar Jackson, bro.
Yeah, he doing his thing. So Hank, what would be, you know, the quickest fix in your eyes? You know, Bit said it was more or less not about a fix. It's more or less about adjustments and stuff like that. Uncle Don said pretty much kind of the same thing. It's more about adjusting. It's not nothing really to be fixed overnight. But where would you go with kind of how to turn things around in LA?
You have to adjust. That's the only thing you can do. You can't make any moves. And I know you brought up the Lil Wayne comment. You know, trade AD. Where are you going to trade him to? Who are you going to get for him? Only person that you could really trade for and that would help the Lakers right away would be Embiid. And that's the only one that's probably available besides maybe Cat. I know Cat's been floating around there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to trade AD for Cat? You know? What
Not at all.
For AD?
No way.
Right. You're not trading for Zach LaVine.
There's nothing
Cat.
out there. There's nothing out there.
Nothing.
Zach LaVine doesn't give you the same presence on both ends of the court as Anthony Davis. The only person that you could possibly get some similar value for in a trade is Joel Embiid. And I doubt if that happens. That's it.
Right.
Not happening. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think he want to come to LA. And they don't have the pieces.
Yeah,
They don't have pieces besides AD.
Yeah, nah, I'm not with that.
Yeah, it's all about the deal. It's all about the package. Daryl Morey is going to do whatever's best for the 76ers and the Lakers. He probably would ask for a whole lot from LA if he was going to give up Joel Embiid.
And that's only
But,
because AD
you know,
is unhealthy. If AD was unhealthy, I think it'd be even more of an even swap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right,
know.
people, this is Lakerland, man. Boys and girls, make sure y'all smash that like button. Episode 20. We are locked and loaded this afternoon. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We about to go into halftime. Shout out again to all our supporters. If you guys are on social media, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, make sure that you follow us at PC_Lakerland, man. We definitely appreciate the support. And, we're looking forward to build something special here on Players Choice, man. And y'all let us know, Lakerland, in the live chat throughout the show, what type of content, what type of things would y'all like to see from Lakerland throughout this upcoming season, because we coming at you guys like a machine gun. But we wanted to reach out to you guys as well to figure out what type of content, what type of things that you guys would like to see and have here on the show every week. So salute to you guys as always. We're about to get into the second half of the show. ZZ, you want to go ahead and you want to spin the wheel before we get into the Kobe topic, or you want to get right into our Kobe topic?
Nah, we got to spin that wheel, bro.
All right, man. Let's spin that Lakerland wheel. Hank, join us for this topic. Let's see what we're going to talk about next here on Lakerland.
Oh my God. That's what I needed. That's what I needed.
It's about to be nasty work. I'm gonna have to bring Uncle Don back up here for this one, because we're gonna have to get to the bottom of who is the biggest Laker fraud so far this season, man. I know it's only 10 games, but we might have to call him out there. Put it out there, bro.
We are talking about overall Lakers.
This season, like this year.
This season.
Coach included. So well said it's Cam.
Darvin Ham and Gabe Vincent, boy.
Gabe Vincent.
But I ain't have high hopes on Gabe Vincent. But I ain't have high hopes on Gabe Vincent though. So I have to give it to Darvin Ham. Yeah.
Really?
That's like
it gotta be Darvin Ham. And Gabe Vincent could have hit.
It gotta be.
If you made a hoop 10 foot, he still would have been hitting the damn backboard. I don't know what
I was gonna say.
Like
I was gonna say Gabe Vincent myself.
Yo, a good coach could have toasted that team up though. I ain't gonna hold you. We would have got
y'all so down on Gabe? Hold up. What's the problem with
what he did in Miami?
Nah, I'm not down. I was never up on him though. I was never up on no Gabe Vincent. Never that. Like I always thought we gonna get the dude that went to Houston. What's his name?
Fred VanVleet.
They both left the team. Von Levert from Toronto.
From Toronto?
VanVleet.
Yeah. I wanted him.
We definitely did need that little midget. Hell.
Yeah, VanVleet, he went to Houston instead of coming to LA. That was crazy. I was like, damn, we had to get Vincent though.
I don't know. It's just Gabe Vincent. Darvin Ham be playing 30 minutes. Gabe Vincent do not need to be playing 30 minutes. That's crazy.
Prince should be on that list too. Torian Prince.
He playing all right. He playing all right. He wasn't playing too bad.
Prince. He get the ball and take it to the rack.
Yeah, I see him for a lot of shit.
Austin Reeves is a fraud. Let's talk about that. Let's start there. Let's start with Austin Reeves.
Oh my God, man!
Nah, I can't. Austin Reeves looking like Iverson out there.
Yeah, let's start there. No way.
Yeah, when he had the ball, the offense is around him.
I'm gonna give it some time though, because I know he got.
He had the ball. The offense is always around him.
You know, he was just hooping. He was hooping real hard at USA camp. OG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good facilitator.
I think AR. He just won us.
He was, but LeBron had pointed it out. Like you could see how he was struggling offensively.
Pick and roll. He underrated for that pick and roll.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm. I need more.
He's shooting. Let me see. I just pulled
I
up
need
his
more.
stats.
ZZ,
So
who you
last
got as the
year-
biggest fraud for the Lakers, bro?
You just said Austin Reeves, so I'm gonna pull up his stats. I'm just doing a fact check.
Yeah, I
Last
don't know
season-
what.
Last
can't
season
agree
he
with that. I
averaged
can't agree
13.
with that.
He averaged
crazy.
13, 53% from
I'm
the
bugging.
field,
I'm bugging.
40%
I'm
from
bugging.
three. All right, he was doing his thing, 86% from the line. This season, he's averaging 13.3, shooting 43% from the field, 30% from three, and 81% from the line. Not bad.
He consistent.
So he, yeah,
He different.
all he's got to do is
He
just
can't get.
I need him to average like 15, 18 range for me to say that he got a significant jump from getting paid. But at the same time, I'm factoring in, like you said, playing for Team USA. I understand his summer was a lot longer than other people's in terms of just playing basketball. So I give him a little bit of pass.
But he chose
But
that though.
outside
He
of-
chose that though, ZZ.
But that was
Damn
the best
straight.
time for him to
Nobody
do that,
forced him
though.
to do that. So he chose. No,
Yeah.
no, not while LeBron is
Yeah,
chasing the
yes.
fifth ring. No way.
He don't give a
Nah,
Hey.
he the young guy though. He supposed to do this. This is what he supposed to do. He
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
He younger than LeBron.
And he not.
That's
He
LeBron.
not
And
used to it though.
that's more reason for him not to have to be pressed. That's more reason though to me,
remember
Uncle
when
Don,
Jordan-
because he got so much basketball remaining.
But remember when Jordan went to the Olympics, right? He did everything throughout that whole summer and then still play basketball.
Right.
You feel me? It's his time to do that. Like that's what they supposed to do. They supposed to keep playing basketball all year round. Basketball don't really
But
stop.
now you're putting Austin Reeves and Michael Jordan into the same category.
Nah.
I was about to bring
That's
up.
true.
I was about to
You
bring
know,
up
these
Luka
guys
and
do
Giannis.
play,
They
but
played all
we're
summer.
talking about the FIBA tournament.
Yo, I got it, sir. I ain't gonna go too far to that. Then.
But again, are you comparing? Wait a minute. Y'all comparing
I'm
Austin
comparing
Reeves to
I'm
Luka?
comparing work.
and
I'm comparing.
that's what we doing?
workout. We comparing what people supposed to do when they playing basketball.
Okay.
If you want to play basketball and win, you got to keep playing basketball. I don't think Giannis stopped playing basketball throughout the season. I think he keep playing basketball. I don't care if he go back to his country and play basketball. He gonna play basketball. Jokic, they lied and say Jokic don't play basketball throughout the summer. That nigga playing
Jokic is
basketball out the
not
summer.
playing
He
basketball.
playing
That
like
boy's
that.
out there
I
riding
agree.
horses and
I agree
scavenging.
with you, Uncle Don. But can we agree? Can we agree though, Uncle Don, that it has to be a limit in the offseason? You have to, if you're a professional basketball player, we have to agree that there has to be a limit of how much physical on ball game you playing on the offseason. Like your team, the team that's paying you millions, is not going to be so happy about that. So we can agree that there should be a limit on the type of ball you play in the offseason.
I say yes.
Right?
You know why I say yes? I say yes to that and no because Austin Reeves got paid after, right? He really signed. He ain't signed during the facts. But in the same breath, I agree with you because the workload of that, but only the simple fact that he's young. That's why I give him a
LeBron made
pass.
top 50.
If he was in his veteran years doing this, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck he doing, man? Then I'd be like, if he was Andre Iguodala doing this shit, I'd be like, what the fuck? But he's young. He supposed to be doing this shit. I expect him to do this shit. I expect all them niggas to do this shit. The Melo, all
watch
of them.
this.
They all supposed to do that.
Watch this. Watch this. West Side. West Side, I need you click that link real quick, gang. I need you come up here and explain yourself since you want here trolling. Since you want to talk so crazy, I need you to just come up here and explain this statement, bro. For real. For real.
He shouldn't even
Hold
be able
on
to
a
come
second,
up
bro.
here
Wait a minute.
saying stuff
Uncle
like
Don
that.
and
He said he ain't need the 50 clip. What?
bro.
LeBron ain't top 50.
But see, you know, they do that a lot, yo. They do a lot of trolling, and I just need to know if he got an argument. I want to hear, bro. I want to hear. I'm gonna bring you back up in a second. Bit. I want to hear.
Well,
I'm not
put
even
him down
gonna
there
hold
with
you.
Russell Westbrook.
He
Russell
said-
Westbrook was 40 something? 50?
He said top 50. LeBron is not. Really, bro? That's beyond
crazy.
hate, bro.
He
That
said
is
6
beyond.
finals losses.
Well, that's beyond trolling. Well,
Yeah, his career is overrated.
look at the Nuggets
He
fan
just
in the
keeps
building.
going. He just keeps going.
Yeah.
His career is overrated. My
He's
God.
trolling, Sabin. I can name 50 players over. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll bring him up. Bring him up right now.
No. You know what this is, Hank? You know that's KD's burner account. That's Kevin Durant behind this West Side. No, that's James Harden. That is James Harden with this troll account, bro. That's who that
Strip
is.
club
I
right
ain't
now.
even
He ain't worried
tripping,
about
bro.
LeBron.
That's
said this
great.
is top 10 trolling. Yeah, this is a fact.
Imagine if he said,
all right,
imagine if he
man.
said he got
Let's get
Jerry
in.
West over him.
Yo, that's terrible, bro. That
Imagine.
is terrible, bro. You should be ashamed of yourself, West Side. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. You really should be
Nobody said-
ashamed of yourself.
You know, people that hate LeBron hate LeBron.
All right,
man. They hate
Lakerland. Let's
him.
get into our main topic. Yep, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Let's get into our next topic, though. I want to talk about the Mamba, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bean Bryant. I want to talk about motivation. I want to talk about a lot, man, when we talk about Kobe Bryant, bro. I want to talk about moments. Where do we begin, bro? Where do we begin? Now, earlier this month, ladies and gentlemen, on November the 3rd, 1996, 27 years ago, Kobe debuted for the Los Angeles Lakers. We know what the career has been over the 19-year span. It's just been historical. So we're going to break some things down. I got a couple questions to ask the fellas about Kobe's overall body of work. I'm going to bring Uncle Don and Bit back up in a couple minutes so we can all chop it up and talk about Kobe. If you guys would like to join the open panel, the link is in the chat. I will drop it again if you guys need to. Do us a huge favor, though. Smash that like button for us here and Lakerland as we turned up for episode 20. But let's start things off when we talk about Kobe Bean Bryant. Now, this question to you, ZZ, may be a little bit blasphemous. It may be a little bit blasphemous. But Kobe 8 or Kobe 24, which one was the better Kobe in your eyes? We know which one was the greatest as far as championships, but which one was the better player, Kobe 8 or Kobe 24?
I think 24 was the better version of Kobe. I think 8 was the best. It was the most athletic and defensive sound and more so athletic version. But I think 24 is the same thing I think of when I look at LeBron when he was in Cleveland the first stint compared to the second stint. The second stint, it was a completely different LeBron James.
Mhm.
Understood the game more, understood what it took to win a championship, understood all of those things. Now, 24 Kobe, that one was a determined Kobe. I think a way more determined Kobe, even more so than he was when he was number 8, because he didn't want to be the Robin to Shaq. But at the same time, the driving force behind, I need to win not just one more championship to say that I did it without Shaq. I need to win more championships than Shaq won without me. Like things like that. And then figuring out I have a European stud in Pau Gasol. How do I unlock him? How do I make him more tougher? How do I make him my contemporary the same way that Shaq was in the early 2000s? So when I look at that, and I think even with him needing to get Phil Jackson back in LA, even after the fact, because he was like, I need somebody that I've done it with before, that understands me, and
Right.
that, all
proven.
these things. That's proven, right? So I think that 24 was just like the legendary version where we saw still some insane clutch moments, saw 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs, but the drive for him to want to be not just the best, not just better than Michael Jordan or whatever, but just to prove all of the doubters wrong after Shaq left. I just think that we got to see Kobe just completely unlock a different version, one that was more, settled in on the fact of, I know this game better than anyone else and nobody can tell me anything because this is my team and I'm going to prove everybody wrong that I can win on my own relatively. But you know what I'm saying? Like just that determination factor just played a big part in it. So 24 for me.
Let me ask you this, Hank. I'm gonna kind of spin this question a little bit because he said that he feel like Kobe is the number 8 was based off of the athleticism and stuff like that. If you were a GM, which one are you drafting? Hank, Kobe based off of the athleticism, number 8, or are you drafting Kobe 24? Because remind you, number 24 did alienate a lot of teammates. A lot of guys really wasn't so keen of playing with Kobe, so to speak. So who would you start your franchise off with, Hank, if you had your pick?
Well, same age, 18 years old.
However you want to do it. Prime
Okay.
or 18, however you want to do it.
Yep.
Who you starting your franchise with?
24 because I feel like you said he figured out the game. At that point, he was built his skill set, built his mind, the Mamba mentality fully. He was always tough, even on number 8. If you hear some stories about the games he played, then hurt, going after Jordan when Jordan talked about he couldn't wear his shoes and put that 40 on him, and he was always
Yep.
mentally tough. But 24, he just figured out the game. I think he was just almost pretty much unguardable at that point. And definitely, as a GM, you want either one, but 24, I think he went ahead and got those 2 champions, went to 3 finals appearances, got 2 championships after the split, and the MVP. Arguably, probably could have won another one, but 24 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What was the greatest moment that you could remember, ZZ, from Kobe Bryant? Like, it's so many of them, but is there one standout moment or situation that you like, damn, yo, this is what makes Kobe the Black Mamba?
A part of me wants to say the 60-point performance in his last game, because I remember that night I had 2 options. That night. It was either I'm going to watch the Warriors win their 73rd game and make NBA history, or I'm going to watch Kobe Bryant's last game.
That's right. That's right.
And I said to myself, maybe both of these things could be history-making moments. But I was like, Kobe's been given 30, 35 on occasion. The motherfucker dropped 60 in his last game. Before the game, Shaq on TNT said, after the game, he said, I challenged him to get 50. He got 60. So to me, as your last performance ever, granted, you're not making the playoffs, but this is the last time we're going to see you on the basketball court. You're one of the greatest scorers of all time, arguably top 3, arguably top 2, however you want to call it. To give 60 in your final performance and everything that was that game, it was clutch. He gave you clutch moments. I mean, his legs were tired, but he was still hitting mid-range pull-ups, all of the things that make up Kobe Bryant's career. For that to be the last time I saw him play basketball, it was just an incredible moment for me. So in recent history, but outside of that, I'd probably point to 2010, that last championship, just because in that series alone, he was able to get 5. He was able to beat the franchise rival who had just beaten him 2 years prior, and the defeat was just astronomical. I mean, look at the picture. There's joy on the right, and damn, I hate these motherfuckers on the left. So outside of his 60 piece, I'm gonna say the 2010 championship, because 5. I just remember him just doing that, and it's just a moment in time where you're just you're witnessing one of the greatest to ever do it right in front of your eyes. So if it's not the 60 piece, it's the 5th championship.
I'm not putting that 60 piece nowhere near that when he took 50 shots to get the damn 60 points. So we ain't even going to do that. I don't even show no love to that last game. Come on, man, stop it. 50 shots to get 60 points? No, we're not doing that. I didn't like that. But, going back to your memory of well, while you do that, I will say I agree with you 100% when we talk about, the losing to Boston in 08. And then turning around and getting redemption in 2010. I think that whole thing really defined what Mamba mentality is, because even though he won the championship against Orlando in between those 2 seasons, it just wasn't going to be a complete story unless he was able to get revenge on the Boston Celtics. And, having to go to Game 7, it was magic, bro. So I think, to me, even though he's had so many great moments, that losing to Boston and then turn around and getting the win a couple of years later definitely solidified, what Mamba mentality is, at least to me. What about you, Hank? What moment really stand out to you when you talk about Kobe Bean Bryant?
He's got so many of them, man. Y'all mentioned the ones already that I would have brought up, but I'll bring up 2 in particular. Number 1, when I knew he really arrived, what was it, the Indiana series, when he told the bench to settle down? He took over the overtime when Shaq got put out. That's when I knew. I was kind of like, Kobe, all right. Then he took over that overtime when Shaq went out. I thought Pacers was going to win. I'm like, oh, they got this. Kobe took over like he was Jordan. Even Reggie Miller was like, man, I got to deal with this again. I just got a chance to get the finals. And then Kobe took over like Jordan. That's the number one. The other two would be the whole legal thing he had going on. He came on the court. He was putting up 40 a night during through all that trauma he was going through. That's very tough to go through and still go out there and perform at a high level. I thought that was very Mamba mentality, like when he was going through that issue as well.
Yeah.
He never let it affect his game.
This guy, man. Kobe been through it all, bro.
Yeah.
Tough individual, man, and the true champion. I saw this visual as far as someone who felt like these were the 10 Kobe Bryant rules. When you look at this list, Hank, which one of these would you put at the top as far as Mamba mentality vibes, or which one would you put at the top of your list as far as preparation and having that type of mentality? Because all of these are great rules.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I've listened to a lot of his interviews. I would say number 3 would probably be stands out right away for me. Work on your weaknesses. That's how he said he got better. There was people that was way more athletic than him, but what he did is he went in and worked on his skill set to catch up to him. So he worked on his weaknesses so that by the next time he met him the next year, he'd be better than him, or at least more skilled to do what he needed to do on the court, plus waiting for his athleticism and height and all that stuff to catch up to him. So working on your weaknesses definitely stands out for me.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say, I looked up the numbers. Kobe shot 44% on the night. League average for a shooting guard back then was 43%. So yeah, not inefficient.
Did he shoot 50 shots?
Yeah, who else was going to shoot the damn shot? 7? D'Angelo Russell's 21-year-old snitch ass. Tell me that.
We seen someone take 50 field goal attempts though.
So Kobe Bryant doesn't deserve 50 shots in his final game with the bum ass Laker roster. That's a problem.
He doesn't deserve to be praised for dropping 60 when he took 50 shots to get it. That's all I'm saying.
He went 10 of 12 from the free throw line. So I think that when you look at Joel Embiid getting 60, he might shoot 20 free throws a game. I would take that Kobe Bryant performance. I'm sorry. It's that simple. I like Joel Embiid's a free throw merchant. Kobe was getting late game clutch. I mean, we can look at his fourth quarter numbers if you want and see how efficient he was in the fourth, you goddamn haters. But anyway,
I don't want to take no shots at Kobe Bryant. I really don't. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. In 2023, right? What does a prime Kobe Bryant look like in this game today? How good would a prime Kobe Bryant be in today's game?
Top 3 in MVP voting for sure. Another thing too, what prime are we talking about? Because that's the greatness of Kobe that I love so much, is that you can point to 8 and say prime in terms of his defensive capabilities, if you will, or his two-way play. But still, if you point to his 24 years, his mentality is something that was completely different from the rest of the league that put that aura of the Black Mamba like into full effect when you really looked at it, because he was able to give you 40 to 50 point stretches, talk shit to you, lock up or guard the best player on the perimeter for the other team. And when I look at like players of like, look at the matchup potential. Imagine a matchup of like Kobe and some of the young, like Kobe and Ant. That'd be crazy. Kobe and Luka, be crazy. Kobe and Jason Tatum, his fucking hero. Never text him again before a finals game, please God. But yeah, prime Kobe is going to cook this era for sure. Going to be an elite scorer, going to be an elite two-way player, just going to be Kobe Bryant. I mean, yeah.
You know, I'm feeling like Kobe would have an argument to be the greatest of all time if he was able to play in today's game at a prime Kobe, because you don't have the hand checking and stuff that he had to go through before. Like offensively, it's definitely open season. Kobe just wasn't really efficient. Like we praise Kobe Bryant, but he really wasn't an efficient shooter. We got to keep it a buck on that.
He was. He shot above league average. He shot above league average for I think 17 seasons of his career. So that's efficient. Sorry. Y'all want him to be inefficient. You want to know who's inefficient? Russell Westbrook, that's an inefficient player. Joel Embiid in the postseason, that's an inefficient player. James Harden in the postseason, especially in the last 3 games of a series, is an inefficient player. It's not Kobe. That's another big myth. When you look at league average for players, especially even at his position, he shot above it for 15 plus seasons of his career. How is that inefficient? Because he may have had inefficient games, like everyone has, especially if you're the only scorer on your team. But I mean, damn, like he shot above league average for the majority of his career. He wasn't like that's wild to me. But it's another running meme or running narrative that isn't backed up by any contextual evidence at all. But whatever. So, what'd you think, Hank? You think Kobe was inefficient?
No, I don't think he's inefficient. I think that obviously he took a lot of shots, but it was once you get to the mentality,
And he wasn't making them. That defines
50.
inefficiency. Well, y'all stop gassing up
No,
Kobe, man.
seven. If the league average is 43% and you shoot 45 to 47 to 48 for your career, is that inefficient or is it not? It's not inefficient. It's not.
When you are having arguments that he's a better shooter than LeBron James, who has a career average of 57%, then yes, that's inefficiency to me.
So let me get this straight. Kobe and LeBron James are 2 scorers, but they score in 2 different completely ways, right? LeBron is a slash first type of scorer, whereas Kobe is a jump shooter. LeBron James, in 2 of his finals appearances, literally the defense said, "We're gonna let him shoot." And he shot basically himself and his team. I'm not counting 2007 specifically, but that was the defensive plan. They said LeBron can't shoot jump shots, so we're going to block the paint off. Where if that was Kobe Bryant, he would have fucking cooked their asses. Let's be real here. So they score in 2 different ways, not to mention the fact that Kobe played in his prime, if you will, in the hardest defensive era ever in terms of spacing specifically, which is why Allen Iverson got 4 scoring titles, and he was inefficient as hell. One of them, I think he shot less than 40% on. Go ahead, hey.
They got two different scoring mentalities. LeBron is going to take the best shot available. Kobe is going to shoot. Now, obviously, he's going to take his best shot when he get to his marks, but he's going to shoot over you. He's not afraid to shoot. That's why Kobe was getting on him in that All-Star game when he was going one-on-one in the LeBron pass, remember?
Because this nigga's mentality.
He's a killer. He's a killer when it comes to scoring. LeBron is going to get the best shot available. That's the difference.
Yeah, and
Dwayne Wade gave Kobe Bryant credit for this big 3 forming in Miami. Are you guys buying or selling that Kobe Bryant was the main driving engine behind those guys forming?
Makes sense to me. 3 straight finals appearances, back to back. The Lakers were looking to expand upon that. That was when the trade talks originally started arising for Dwight Howard. Everybody thought on paper the Lakers were going to mop the floor with everybody with a 38-year-old Steve Nash and a prime Dwight Howard. But you got to think, like, the way the season was looking back then, or the things were shaping up, it wouldn't surprise me that D-Wade was like, did you see Kobe just go to 3 straight finals and win 2 of them back to back? Yeah, let's team up. Like, it could have not happened. I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me. Like, if that was like a factor or a driving force in, like, 2 best friends talking about playing basketball together. But
I don't think it was a driving force. I think it was one of them. I think Boston had more of a factor in it than Kobe because of the formation of blocking the Heat and the Cavs and Toronto from even getting out of the East. So, of course, Kobe being somewhat of a factor, but I think Boston was more of a factor in somewhat some of the other teams that were in the East during that time.
Kobe.
Yo, Uncle Don, what does a prime Kobe look like in today's game?
He gonna be an elite, superstar, all-star. He'll probably get a couple rings, depending on who he playing with, I guess. Like, what team would he wish I would see him playing with for me to, like, picture it? Like, I can't. Like, if he was on the Magics or something. Because if he on the Lakers,
Yeah, I feel you.
But I like number 8 because number 8 was he was the most entertaining Kobe to me. Where he would come with some spectacular thing came up with Kobe with number 8. Like he did a lot of things, the dunk contest, you know, he playing with Shaq. The moments I remember the most because I grew up watching Kobe as much as I can. Like I'm a real Lakers fan. Kobe is the reason I'm not a Knicks fan. You feel me?
Right. Is he the
Straight.
greatest Laker of all time to you?
Yeah, of course. I can't put nobody above Kobe.
Do you
Hell
put
no.
Kobe above Magic as far as greatest Lakers?
Kobe
Yeah,
above
yeah,
Magic.
yeah, above Magic.
Wait a minute.
Definitely.
Wait.
Even though
Why?
I respect Magic.
Why do y'all say
Magic,
that's so easy?
I don't know.
because Kobe mean like the most to the Lakers right now. Like at this moment in this very time, like Magic Johnson is to me was when I was growing up was like what LeBron James is to the teams he played for. You feel me? That was you know the businessman, you know, entrepreneur, basketball player. That was Magic Johnson.
Right.
But he
You feel
put
me?
them on the map. He
He put
saved
them
the
on the map
NBA.
because he settled his home in LA. He's from Detroit, right? You feel
From
me?
Yeah, but
Lansing,
he
East Lansing.
saved the whole NBA and the Magic. Gave them 5 rings as well. He
So
really like
LeBron saved LA.
He saved
LeBron
Cleveland.
saved LA.
Nigga, he just gave. He ain't saved no LA. He just gave them
He
another
saved
chance.
Miami.
them
He saved
He saved
Miami.
Miami.
He saved
Okay,
Brother,
yeah.
LeBron is
You
a
can say he saved
savior,
he
bro.
saved
Miami.
Miami.
You can say he saved my Ray Allen saved that nigga's ass. I ain't gonna lie. Ray Allen saved Miami. Let's be real.
That's crazy.
Let's be real.
Yo,
Let's be real. But
Uh,
no, LeBron. If you say LeBron saved Miami, I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad at you.
yeah, Miami. He had to say Miami.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's true about what Kobe. If Dwayne Wade said that, Kobe said that. I believe it. Yeah,
Mhm.
Kobe. It
I
sounds like
think
something Kobe
Dwayne
would
Wade
say.
said that from his point of view. LeBron probably was chilling. He didn't give a damn
Yeah, I
about
know.
what Kobe was doing. He was like, I'm gonna come regardless of Kobe won or
Right.
not.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Dwayne
you, bro.
Wade was on his ass
Thank
talking
you.
about, is you coming? Is you coming? No,
Thank
bro.
But
you.
even though y'all noticed, like Dwayne Wade was more of a rival to Kobe than LeBron. Both of their careers.
In a way, because they played the same position. I see your
Yeah.
point. I see your point.
But not
Yeah.
even a position, but in the moments, like Kobe and LeBron was you rarely see that games. Like if season
I mean,
even the
LeBron was
season,
whooping his
most
ass.
you know is the All-Star
Yeah, and
game.
Kobe
That's
was
the
waiting on him
most
in
you
the
remember.
finals.
And then when they
LeBron was
played him,
beating
remember when they
Kobe
played
most of
in
the time.
Miami for the first time? I mean, Kobe, no, they played in LA for the first time. Miami went to LA and Kobe hit the buzzer on them. That's when I was like, oh shoot. That's when I know, oh, it's Dwayne Wade. It's really not LeBron. Dwayne Wade motivated Kobe to play the way he played against him. You feel me? In that game.
Because
It wasn't
LeBron
LeBron.
was always beating Kobe.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that was the truth.
LeBron, if you look at that
Let me
matchup,
look at. I gotta look
LeBron
at that
is
stat.
up on that
No.
stuff.
He's right in the regular season, but when the league is hyping up and giving Kobe and LeBron
Yeah.
James finals
Yeah, that's a fact.
commercials,
That's what I'm saying.
and Kobe's sitting here saying, "Hey, Bron, where you at, nigga? We gotta. You see the commercial, bro? They waiting on us, bro." And then Dwight Howard's cheesing ass walking that motherfucker. Like, damn. Like, shit. He said, "Damn, I gotta mop the floor with this nigga because you couldn't." I'm trolling.
Shit.
Yeah.
Bron averaged 40 on them niggas, bro.
You can just
Fucking
tell.
big,
So let me ask
big,
y'all,
big,
fellas. I want to
big
go.
team
I want to go
bears
across
out.
the. I want to go across the board.
Throughout the white
I want
career,
to go
I knew.
across the. Hold up, fellas. I want to go
Okay.
across the board because I really want to get. I want to get an answer from each and every one of y'all when it comes to this question. I'm gonna start with you, Hank. What did the loss of Kobe Bryant, or what has that void been since he has passed away?
I mean, he's an icon, you know. He's you know, if across the league, I mean, everybody misses him. They want him, you know, to be there. Obviously, the Lakers nation is missing him sorely. There was rumors that he might eventually purchase the team at some point. That's why Rob Pelinka was in play in front office. But you know, it sucks that happened. Is you know premature. No, I didn't believe it happened until you know TMZ and all that stuff report like, dang, this happened for real. But you know, it sucks that it happened, and you know, it's definitely a big loss for the league.
Yo, Bit, what about you? What type of void do you think Kobe passing has left the league and just the basketball community? You muted, Bit. I think Bit's still muted. What about you, Z's? We'll come back to Bit. I can't hear nobody.
Yeah, I
You
can't
said
hear
the
Is that
Z's,
void?
me?
Bit or Aziz. I got you.
You said the
I got you. I hear you
void?
now.
Yeah, what void do you feel like Kobe Bryant's passing has left the the NBA? Because the reason why I'm asking is because I know everybody misses Kobe Bryant's presence physically, but I feel like his impact and what he did, like he literally will live on forever. Like he hasn't really left any voids
I feel you on. I
because
feel you on that.
he's producing impact when we talk about girls basketball. He produced impact as far as letting you know that you could be an athlete and win Oscars, and just this whole Mamba mentality, like the rules and like I said, principles that he lived by. I feel like he left a void as far as physically, but he's one of the few people that passed away, and it seemed like the ball is still rolling when you talk about Kobe Bryant.
It's because when you talk about the most impactful NBA players of all time, Kobe's top 3. And I don't think that there's a debate in that. When you talk about impacting the game of basketball alone, you can look back at Kobe's shoe sales if you want to, jersey sales, Mamba mentality as a brand itself.
Yep.
Like Kobe impacted the game of basketball more than a lot of other NBA players in NBA history can say that they have in a 20-year career. So for those reasons alone, some of those reasons is why I have Kobe like in my top 5 all-time players. But I've noticed that with Kobe's passing, it seems like some people in the community, I wouldn't say like half, but it's like where to rank him has become a controversial thing. And I don't mind it because every basketball top 10 list is subjective. I'm not going to sit here and act like everybody has the same one. You shouldn't. It should be what you prefer as a basketball fan. But I've noticed that has been something that's interesting. For the NBA fan base, I've seen people that are like, he's not top 10, he's number 12 range, and yada, yada, yada. And he's not the greatest Laker ever. And I'll put Kareem ahead of him and all this shit. And I'm like, no, like, just no. I've seen a lot more Kobe disrespect recently. I wouldn't say recently. I'd say like after he died and people were saying, beforehand he was top 7, but then after he dies, it's you're overrating him because he passed away. No, nigga, that's not what's happening right now. But it is what it is. Hey, who's Mac Mall? Pull him up. He says Zeezy's a casual. Pull his chat up. Tell him
Mac
come up
Ball,
here.
you want to drop the link? You want to come up and join?
Bring your ass, nigga.
Come
What's
up and rock
good?
out with the
We're not
gang.
running from no smoke.
Bit.
The fuck?
Let me ask you, Bit. What do you feel like when we talk about Kobe Bryant and we talk about him filling or leaving a void with his passing? How do I actually word this? Because I want to be respectful. ZZ kind of alluded to this. Did people give Kobe extra praise or extra credit or extra props because he died? Or do you feel like all the credit that Kobe has gotten has been straight deserved, no biasness?
Bit, we can't hear you.
You muted, bro.
Bit, you still muted, bro.
We can't hear you, Bit.
I don't know what's going. Come back and then
I don't know how.
I don't know because he was unmuted, but
Y'all can hear me though.
yeah. Go. Oh shit.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
Uncle Don, we can hear you, bro. We can hear
Okay.
you. Let me bring up Bit.
Yo,
There you go.
y'all can hear me now.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
You good, bro.
When Kobe passed, bro,
Yeah,
it
you
was
good,
a
G.
lot of capping going on. It was a lot of capping, and I fuck with Kobe, but bro, in my opinion, like I was on 2K playing like against Kobe in my league, and I was just like, bro, I'm gonna just be telling my
The sound went back out, Bit.
What happened again?
Yeah.
Bitch, your sound went back out, gang.
Damn. Go ahead,
We lost
Don.
him again.
All right.
Bit, come back in,
Yeah,
bro.
Kobe.
Come back in.
I think Kobe
to answer the question, Kobe left the void with me where I can't. I agree with you, Seven, where it came where it's like well, he not here, but he's really still here, and it's kind of weird to me that there's to
You feel me?
feel that it's kind of weird to feel like yo, this basketball still going on, no Kobe around though. It's like you supposed to see Kobe at the court side at the Lakers game watching LeBron right now. It's just not there. Like, but I love that people still show Kobe love to this day. Cause when he was here, everybody loved Kobe. I don't care what you say. I don't care. It could have been a person that didn't like the Lakers, but they still liked their Kobe. You feel me? It's always like that with us. It's like right when it came to when him passing, people start being more brave to be disrespectful to his family and talking about him in the darkness of his life and stuff.
But it's
Like,
fair. It's fair to give Kobe that praise too, because Kobe was really him.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. That's the one thing that I think.
Yeah.
Kobe
funniest-
can never die. That Mamba
Yeah,
mentality,
that never
the
die.
way, like, bro, with the moments against Portland, when he hit the fadeaway 3 off one leg.
Oh, my favorite moment is the Jalen Rose moment, man. That was my favorite moment of Kobe,
The
man.
Toronto game where he was
The
just
81
going
points
crazy
against
in the fourth.
Toronto.
Yeah, 81, man. I watched that game live.
My thing is
in Brooklyn,
when
New
you
York.
talk about when you look back at some of Kobe's biggest scoring outbursts and accomplishments, when you think about 81, when you think about having more points than the Mavs did go in 3 quarters, when you think about 50-point stretches of 4 games, when you look at all of that, my question to people that question why Kobe is like top 5 for me or why Kobe is this, whatever for some people is, if you look at all of those individual scoring stretches and moments and feats, how wouldn't he be looked at in that light for some people? Why is it hard for you to grasp some of the shit that he did was like from a scoring outlook, you're wondering how did he even do this? How does he hit a shot from the corner with the shot clock going down with his
His left hand?
How does he hit a
Shoot
shot from
over the
behind the backboard?
Yeah.
How so for me, I look at Kobe and I say these are the reasons why I have him as obviously the top 3 scorer, whoever did it. I put KD in that mix, we put MJ in that mix. But for Kobe, I say he's a different scorer. He's a different type of cat when it comes to scoring, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to how the hell do you practice this shot? Like stuff like that. Kobe was just ready for anything when it came to scoring the basketball. If somebody else didn't want
Even
to do
though
it,
he,
Kobe had it.
you know what I say? Even though he took like certain things from Jordan, he just made it look so much better. He made it look so much
tweaked it.
better. Tweaked
It's like
it,
he put
to
his
his
own
way.
like little spin on it. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fact.
What you think, Seven?
So Pierre got Kobe 6 all time. Pierre, I need you to drop your top 5 in the chat. Who you got above Kobe? Because Pierre got him at 6. So I want you, Pierre, to drop your top 5.
Top
and
7.
Nuggets fan got Kobe top 7.
Yeah,
Who y'all? Who I
Kobe
need Nuggets fan and Pierre to drop y'all top 5 because I'm trying to see who y'all putting above Kobe because it seemed like night in and night out people were afraid of this guy. Like he was just one of them ones. So why are people not putting him automatically in the top 5?
I would have to put Kobe at least top 5 because he passed Jordan in scoring. He passed most people in scoring. And like it's only LeBron and a couple more people just had him
Carmelo
scoring. Yeah. So
Who?
Carmelo in the top 5.
Who?
No, I'm talking about he top scoring.
So here go Nuggets fans.
I know top scoring.
Here go Nuggets fan list. Here go Nuggets fans list, fellas. Michael, Braun, Kareem, Will, and Magic.
Bird, Hakeem.
Okay, so Nuggets fan is putting them above Kobe.
Magic a scorer? I don't know.
Bird, Hakeem, and Tim Duncan. Add them 3.
I ain't mad at the Nuggets fans list.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It's just the Magic.
Yes.
There you go.
Said he got Will and Russell. Then Kobe, Magic, Bird, Duncan, and Shaq.
Okay. That's a good list. I like that one.
Okay.
Seeing some Kareem love. I respect.
Showing some respect to the older guys.
Mm-hmm.
Irvin say
Irvin,
Kobe
you
is
been
top 3
struggling in
automatically.
the all day.
Yeah, that's a fact, Irvin. I ain't gonna. That's one. You gotta be top 3 for
Irvin
me
is the
too.
homie. Burner
Kobe,
account say
Kobe
Russell,
over
Wilt, Bird,
Kareem.
Magic. Jordan and LeBron was better than Kobe.
Mm.
You said Bill Russell?
Is anybody
I
up
don't
here
know.
putting Kobe over LeBron? Let's start there.
Nope.
No, I'm not. Not even at this. Like it could be. It could be a
Nobody's
moment
putting
where I
Kobe
put
over
LeBron
LeBron.
over
All
Kobe,
right.
but not right now. It ain't happened yet. LeBron gotta do something crazy at LA for me to put Kobe
Hey,
over
Let's
Kobe.
talk about the future.
Big face, bro. He was like, wait, what did he say?
Oh my God.
What I
They
missed?
got Kobe. I
Hey.
mean, LeBron gotta do something crazy at LA to me to put him over Kobe. That's
Well,
crazy.
Look, y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand something. And this is something that people keep acting like is not true. People think that it's just Braun stands and Jordan stands. Kobe stands, bro.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
forget
lot.
about us.
They different.
is.
Like Kobe
They
stands, when
nasty.
you look at Kobe stands, it's like they're factoring it. I've heard, because what Don just said is not the first time I've heard somebody say Braun got to do more for me to put him.
They
That's
global.
Kobe. That's the first time that's not the first time I heard that. But like you said, Kobe fans are from all over. If
Yeah,
anything, I think Kobe fans are that third stand base. Like
yeah, that is.
you got Bron's, Jordans, and Kobe's. But
We was there
they give
before.
them
We was
credit.
there before LeBron stands came around, man.
True. Talk
That's,
to him.
that's nasty.
Salute the Suits. Hey, check this out. I like this right here. Shout out to Suits with the super chat donation. Suits says, I feel like we are just automatically putting Kareem at number 3. What was his competition? I get the accolades, but are we sure he's number 3, or are we just saying that? I love
he
that.
was in the
Suits.
era of the big
Shout out
man.
to you, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why
Yeah,
I
big
love that
man
so
era.
much. Hold
Was-
on, wait a minute. I got to explain something real quick. He is just so on point. And Hank, you know which way I'm going with this based off of this, because this is why I
competition.
argue about Nikola Jokic. Who was the damn competition night in and night out? Why are we praising him to a level when night in and night out he's not facing elite people at that position? So
Wilt
I
Chamberlain?
respect Suits
Will,
for his opinion, man.
no,
and
you talking
thank
about
you so
Kareem. You
much.
talking about
Moses
Kareem.
Malone?
Well, yeah, Moses
Yeah.
Malone. That's the era of the
Willis
big man, though.
Reed?
How y'all not giving him credit?
What are we talking about? We don't
Kareem
even
had to
got
go
to
through some
acknowledge that.
competition through his era.
We
I mean, in the
not.
70s, like in the
But
70s,
listen,
it was
how
kind of
many
just,
times?
you know.
How many
Bill and Bill, all
times in
them
the
big
82
men.
game season is he playing these guys?
It don't matter. That's what he's supposed to. This is my thing. How many times you get a schedule just like everybody else get, bro?
Exactly.
Nikola Jokic. It is not his fault that the league or Adam Silver is not giving him some fucking Robert Parrish, Rasheed
Let's
Wallace
run it though.
matchup.
Run it though.
It's
Jeezy.
not Nikola Jokic's fault. Nikola Jokic is sitting there saying, "Look, y'all know what's happening when I pull up. When you come to my altitude or I come to yours, I'm dropping 57 points, assists, rebounds. Y'all ain't gonna stop me. It's up to you, Draymond Green, Cat, Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert, Joel Embiid. It's up to you to counteract this
Anthony
or stop
Drummond,
it.
And
If you
most,
can't,
most of them was in the West, Jeezy. Most
yeah,
of them was in the West.
exactly. And if you can't combat that, then nigga, guess what? I'm the best player in the league, best at my position, and MVP. Stop playing with that man. It is not Nikola Jokic's fault that for some God-fearing reason, no one else in the league can figure out a formula to stop this nigga. No one. We thought it was Anthony Davis. It could have been in the Western Conference Finals. Jokic said, "Get me a woman, get these niggas out of here." Like, what are we doing?
He did a solid job, Jeezy. He had his
I
work.
can help you. You cooking right now.
I'm sorry. Like, the only reason I'm this
He's
upset
not
is because
cooking.
I feel like
He not
I feel like
cooking.
seven,
Jokic
seven
had worse
hates
series against
Jokic,
the
bro.
Lakers.
He just cooked out to you
Seven
just there.
hates Jokic. Seven hates
don't like
Jokic, and I
Jokic.
just don't
He
understand
don't like
why.
Jokic,
I don't
Jeezy.
understand why, bro. I just don't understand why. That's the only reason why I'm mad.
You
Look,
gotta
I
give
got
Jokic
love.
his respect.
I got love for Joel and
Let me
Jokic. I got love for
You
them
gotta
both.
get Joker his respect, man.
But I gotta give Jokic his respect, bro. I got
Joel
to.
don't need no respect. He got a pity MVP. We don't give Joel no respect, man. Give Jokic
Yeah,
his
bro.
flowers.
Come on, man.
That man is nice.
What flower?
Speaking
Wait
of
a minute.
Kareem, you forgot about Bob Lanier and Bill Walton. Those are all great big men in their
Yeah,
era.
Come on now.
Nate Collins.
Come on now.
No.
Come on,
Kareem
Hank.
had to go through a lot.
Really?
at his position. And he did.
Yeah.
Can we agree
That was the
that
big
those
man era.
guys are names based on, again, those guys are, yeah, but those guys, look how slow the big man, there was no athleticism, even though it was the big man era. There was no athleticism back there with those guys. So they were still playing big.
Now. You would have called him old. The 70s, OG. Come on. They wasn't moving like we were moving. It's crazy.
They had no
Usain Bolt.
Can we have a conversation about the future?
But look at Jokic. Jokic moved just like them 70s.
Exactly.
I want to have a conversation about the future. I want to see your guys. I want to get y'all guys' take on this comparison right here. We got Chet and Wemby through 7 games. I want you guys to give me your thoughts on who has the brightest upside between Wemby and Chet.
Brightest upside.
Chet, I think Chet got the upside because he's on a team where he could be used. Spurs, they's questionable because I don't know nobody else but him. Victor.
7%.
That's crazy. You don't know Keldon Johnson.
Right now, that's Victor
Zach
until
Collins.
he proved me wrong.
Oh yeah,
Zach Collins.
The Spurs surprised me this year about that team. Them and the Rockets. All the Texas teams seem like they doing something.
You wanna know what I find funny about this? The funniest thing to me about
What about you, Hank?
Right here. Hold on. This is the funniest thing. Everybody, when Chet got drafted, was shitting on Chet immediately. Why? Because Chet was saying, I deserve to go number 1. I'm the best dressed in the draft. All this shit. All this cool nigga shit. Everybody was hating on Chet. Every single one of them. Then Chet goes down for a year. The NBA throws Wemby in their faces. And now everybody's saying, Chet, bro. Chet clearing that nigga. Nah, we don't want this new toy. Nah, I like Chet again. Nah, fuck that. Nah.
Okay.
It's funny as hell to me. As hell to me. Everybody was shitting on Chet, saying he needed to get strong. He's scrawny. I can't wait for Joel Embiid to go up against him.
They was hating on him for playing basketball. They said, why are you playing basketball against LeBron in the Pro-Am League? Like, what?
Technically, LeBron injured Chet. LeBron took a year from him.
That's fucked up.
But we ain't gonna talk about it.
That's terrible.
But Hank, what you think, bro?
Just off the injury, I said health wise, I'm gonna go with Wemby until he proved me wrong. He go down for the count. But both of them got a bright future. I hope both of them pan out because I think the rivalry gonna be great. I know Chet don't like Wemby, so to see that rivalry go to the next 2 years,
really?
That'll be great. Yeah,
wait a minute. Wait.
2 stick figures
Hank,
play basketball.
What you talking about, Hank?
You ain't see that? That game they played?
Chet don't like Wemby. He done headbutted him and all that.
No, hold up, bro. Hank, wait a minute. Hank, I gotta bring you up on a big screen. You gotta explain to me this. What the hell is going on with Chet and Wemby?
Hey man, like Chet don't like him. They had a game and he was, mean mugging him and going after him. He done
headbutted him.
He didn't shake his hand.
I mean,
Saying after the game, nothing.
He headbutted him.
He went old school.
Yeah.
He went old school. It's gonna be good for the league though.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. You're right. I mess with it.
But the reason why I'm so surprised, fellas, is because on my show, I do open panels on the Best of 7 Sports Talk. If y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure y'all come over and subscribe. Join my open panels every night at the Best of 7 Sports Talk. But we just had a conversation just the other day, and I asked the guys, could there be a rivalry between Wemby and Chet Holmgren in the future? And they was like, no. They was like, no way. There's no way possible that these guys will be able to generate a rivalry like a Magic versus Bird.
Well,
I thought it was tailor-made. They both in the West.
Hell yeah. Especially after Wemby just headbutted Chet. He want all the smoke. He done tweeted him on Twitter and all that. He's ready. He ready for that next game. They gonna match up.
Really?
Like 3 times?
I gotta watch that game. Okay.
Yes. That's a rivalry right now. Wait till the Spurs get game. I'm telling you.
Chet gonna get in the gym like Jordan.
I'm telling you, Chet gonna hit him with a KG bow right to the chest. Play the game.
No, I'm saying though, like this is for sure. A
Which one of
rivalry.
these guys? Which one of these guys do y'all think will get away with their skinniness?
Wemby.
Wemby.
Easy.
Yeah, he got a better handle, I say.
Chet is really the only. The Spurs got Zach Collins. It's really Zach Collins and Wemby, but the Spurs is just Chet and Jalen Williams. You got 2 7-footers compared to a 7-footer and a 6'8" dude.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
Chet doing his
They got-
thing though. He holding the defense down. Him and Lou Dort, they doing their thing.
They
got 150 draft picks, so they're gonna be all right.
Yeah, they're gonna be straight. If Chet don't work out, they're gonna go get another 7-footer.
Chet, they definitely got the better upside, but Wemby gonna be something different, especially if that 3-ball gonna stay at a 34-35 clip. Oh my goodness, it's gonna get crazy.
I still can't get over the fact that Wemby beat his favorite player of all time twice already.
Twice and dropped 40 on it.
And bro,
KD,
God.
I can't.
KD,
bro. I mean,
They-
damn.
They've been on that team ain't been looking good since that little trade.
True, because niggas ain't healthy.
You don't think it's missing Booker?
You know what happened? Wemby got dunked on and said, "Fuck."
Mitchell Robinson gave him the blues, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's not
Yeah.
forget what Mitchell Robinson did to this young boy this week.
He put the clamps on
He
him.
said he was gonna do it too.
He did.
He said he was
That
going to
nigga-
do it and did it.
Niggas in the comments, I remember when he said that, niggas in the comments was like, bro, who is this nigga, bro? Who is this nigga? And one of my boys, Layton, he might be somewhere in his house, but he's a huge Knicks fan. And he said in the chat, y'all don't know nothing, y'all must not know about Mitch. And then Mitch went out there and did that boy dirty. So
Mitch is
Knicks
solid.
fans got a W that night. Talk to me. Like,
Crazy.
That's crazy.
You need to get out of New York.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's a bad take.
Melo!
Last topic for you guys here on Lakerland, man. I'm going to get on to the last one. Let's bring Melo into the conversation because Carmelo Anthony had some interesting words to say last week. And I wanted to get your guys' reaction when we talk about the toxicity of the ring culture in the NBA. Carmelo Anthony says, because we didn't win an NBA championship, we shouldn't get the credit. Like we should just be dismissed on everything. And shout out to Hank from Sports Game Vision. I know Hank has spoke about this earlier this week on his platform. So I will start with you, Hank. What is your reaction to Carmelo's comments about how pretty much you still should get the respect deserved even without the hardware? What's your thoughts on what Carmelo is saying? And do you agree?
Yeah, I understand it. I don't think you should get dismissed because of not winning a championship. Iverson's not great because he didn't win one. That's one of my favorite players of all time. And, I think they even said it like after Jordan, the ring culture became this big thing. Before that, it wasn't as big of a deal if you didn't win a ring. But after him, definitely. So it's a different era. I think you got to get at least one on your resume so you don't have to deal with that pressure of saying, hey, you're not great because you didn't win a championship.
Who said that it wasn't a big deal? Let's start there. Who said that winning a championship back in the day wasn't a big deal?
Just off of the stuff that I've seen on the shows and all that stuff. They talking about, because obviously I wasn't around during that time, but they're saying it wasn't written as much. They did count it or whatever, but it wasn't as much pressure. And it does make sense because the internet wasn't as big, the media wasn't as big, and the NBA was still not as big as it is now. But I still think you deserve respect for your career, especially if you've had a great career minus a championship.
Seven, let me ask you this though, Seven.
I mean, I think you just
y'all talking about accolades as in Hall of Fame.
I'm sorry.
Y'all talking about Hall of Faming after, getting your Hall of Fame.
Say it again.
Y'all talking about getting a Hall of Fame jacket, like as your accolades?
Nah, just getting the respect you deserve for your career.
Getting the respect without not getting a ring.
Oh no, that's never going to change though. People gonna respect.
This is the wrong player to be saying that too.
That's what I'm saying. This nigga ain't even been to a finals.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you, bro.
That's
Thank you, bro.
like this
nigga does not have 1 minute in the NBA finals.
if we go through his playoff history, boy.
He's like he
Oh
Y'all
my
shooting the
God.
messenger, man. Y'all shooting the
he just
messenger.
like under Charles Barkley when it comes to him being a Hall of Famer and things. Just right under Charles
If it
Barkley.
was Charles or somebody, I wouldn't really be like, bro, Charles, you were great. You made to the finals, your 93 run, the Olympic run. But Carmelo.
My thing is, bro, this is my thing. There's moments like this where I look back at Carmelo Anthony and I say, remember what I said last time we was talking about Melo 7? And I was like, he had a chance to team up with LeBron and Wade and chose the New York Knicks. He chose that bread. Now, moments like this, where I look at Kevin Durant's decision on July 4th, 2016, and I say, damn, maybe this nigga was on to something. Because that nigga literally said, that nigga had an opportunity on the table where he was like, damn, I just blew a 3-1 lead to this team, but I know for a fact that they play the brand of basketball that I would love to play in. And I know for a fact that I could probably win a couple championships with these niggas. So fuck what everybody else got to say. I'm going to win a championship. Like, that's what it is. With Melo, he may not have had the same motives as Kevin Durant, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, you had opportunities to make your championship contention odds better. And you chose compensation odds. Fair. It's your career. It's your life. You're still one of the best scorers of our generation. Don't get me wrong. But Chris Paul said he was addicted to the finals after one appearance. That's more than Carmelo Anthony can say. Shit. Carmelo ain't never been there. He ain't even sniffed it. I think one conference finals appearance and maybe two in his career. Like, I'm not really hating here. I'm just looking at Carmelo Anthony. I'm looking at this from an objective standpoint. Nigga, you had opportunities. You just didn't go to those opportunities. And now you're saying what Damian Lillard might end up or could have ended up saying had he stayed in Portland instead of requesting a trade out. Because that's what Damian Lillard was trying to get through to our heads, right? Ring culture, that shit don't mean nothing, bro. It's all about loyalty. Fuck that. No, loyalty. Nigga. Then he started seeing the writing on the wall and said, damn, another rebuild? Shit. All right. Yeah, trade me somewhere else, please. I want to try and win a championship now. So fuck, what are we doing? Go ahead.
First of all, ZZ is going to get us fined and suspended for all the profanity he's used this afternoon. I mean, I'm pretty sure that come Monday, we're going to be racked up with a nice amount of fines thanks to ZZ. So I definitely appreciate you hitting our pockets when it comes to that. But you was definitely right, you know what I mean? And you spot on with a lot that you was saying. My problem, bro, when we having this conversation about Carmelo Anthony, and Bit hit it right on the nose, bro. He said it, bro. It's the messenger. It ain't so much the message. It's the messenger. And the eye test shows you that Carmelo Anthony, when he's healthy, he can get it shaken with the best of the best. So the eye test tell you put him in these conversations when you talk about the greatest that you ever seen. But when you don't have that Larry O'Brien trophy, when you don't have any hardware, you shouldn't feel entitled to be in the same conversations as a Jordan, a LeBron, and a Kobe Bryant, guys who have done it multiple times. And I don't think that winning a championship should determine how great you are. So I agree with that. You can be a great player and not win a championship, not have an opportunity to win. So I'll go there. But you can't really be sticking your chest out like you a LeBron and a Jordan. You know what I'm saying? When you just have not gotten it done. And that's one of the biggest issues that I have with guys like Carmelo Anthony when they make these statements. And you brought up Damian Lillard. He used to go there with how important a championship wasn't. Now you see him running, trying to, chase the ring. And I never understood that whole thing about championships are not important. That sounds like sucker talking mentality to me, bro. You look back when we was kids in video games, from Double Dribble to NBA Jam to 2K. We didn't play these video games to score 100 points. We scored to beat the game, to see what happens at the end. Like, that's what it's always been about championships for the most part. So, when guys talk like this, bro, I honestly feel like it's a little bit of cap. I got a ton of respect for Carmelo Anthony, but I just feel like, bro, if you haven't won that whole thing, you can't feel entitled to be put in the same conversation as all the other greats. If you are put in that conversation, just appreciate it. That's it.
Yeah, he's in a tier of players that didn't win a championship. He's in the tier of the Charles Barkleys and the Karl Malones and the Allen Iversons. And at this point, it's probably going to end up being the James Hardens and the Russell Westbrooks. But it's like we recognize you for all that you did in your career. You just never won a chip. We can't put you in the LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, Steph, Shaq. We can't do that. You just, and not to mention the fact we can put Allen Iverson in a conversation a little bit ahead of you because he actually made it to the finals, let alone actually has a finals win under his belt. Melo doesn't. He's got college wins, great. USA wins, great. Regular season wins, great. But bruh, I'm sorry. Like you were that guy, but you weren't that guy. Like, don't get me wrong, you're still him. You just weren't Himothy. Is the difference. I'm sorry. Like
Chris Paul the same way. OJB just
Chris Paul the same way.
Chris Paul, another
way.
Similar situation.
Yeah. Is Steve Nash?
Just
like, I mean, it's rough, but you're in a tier.
The list goes on. The list, Karl Malone, John Stockton. The list truly goes on, bro. It really does.
It's
all right, people. It is officially a wrap. Episode 20 of Lakerland is now in the books. Definitely appreciate you guys for coming through this Sunday afternoon. If you guys are Golden State Warriors fans, or if you are Golden State Warriors haters, either way, make sure y'all stay here locked in on Players Choice as Gold-Blooded, the Golden State Warriors team show, is coming up next in about 10 minutes here on Players Choice with Haley, KB, and Gifted. Shout out to them. Make sure y'all rejoin us, man, this Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern, here at Lakerland, man. We definitely appreciate you guys joining us this afternoon. Smash that like button for us. ZZ, did you know about the Black Friday event going down for Players Choice? Did you see the face-offs?
I saw the face-offs. I did. I don't know why I wasn't on.
I like that, bro. Well, we need to get in. We rookies, so I ain't tripping, but we need in on the next one. Hopefully they do PC, one on Easter. Yeah, hopefully they do one on Easter or next holiday, man. We definitely go ahead to get in to those debates, bro.
Yeah.
Sure. No doubt. Shout out to the homie Bit. Shout out to Uncle Don for joining us on the panel this afternoon. Of course, shout out to my brother Hank from Sports Game Vision. Make sure y'all subscribe to Hank at Sports Game Vision here on YouTube. He's going to be showing up more here on Lakerland, so shout out to him. Big up to everybody that joined us this afternoon in the live chat. Sue Whale in the building. I see you again. Appreciate you for popping up at Lakerland. Big up to everybody. Markivian, shout out to you. Of course, Bit, the big homie. Thank you much for coming through, man. Just shout out to all of you guys for popping up to Lakerland, man.
Let me
got
just
any
say
final
one more
thoughts,
thing.
ZZ?
Yeah,
Yes,
let me just say one more thing to Players Choice and the fines that are coming my way. I apologize. I get emotional from time to time. You know this because I've been a Players Choice panelist, if you will, for about 3 years at this point, on and off. But I get emotional from time to time.
Today, bro. You was letting it fly today, ZZ. You was letting it fly today, bro.
I'm sorry, bro, but because there was a lot of blasphemy in this episode with some of the stuff that we were pulling up, like that Melo quote, that just set me over the edge. I was like, does this man believe?
Shout out to the fan, of course.
Like, come on now, but I'm sorry. I'll pay the fine. I'll be more professional. Corporate ZZ Huncho for the next episode. Let's go.
No doubt, man. Shout out to Church High Church. Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to Burner Account and Nuggets fan. As always, Nuggets fan, appreciate you for always coming through here at Lakeland. Hope you guys stay safe. We about to sign off. Y'all make sure y'all get ready for Haley, KB, and Gifted as they coming up with their show Gold-Blooded. They talking about the disrespect that the NBA is giving Steph Curry. They should have an interesting show coming up in about 5 minutes. So y'all guys smash that like button here at Lakerland. I appreciate you guys once again. Shout out to Bit and Uncle Don as well as the homie Hank for joining us on the panel. See you guys Tuesday live here on Players Choice at Lakerland for episode 21. For ZZ, myself, Seven Mitchell, we out, y'all. Peace.